If your kids are scared of you, that's how you know you're doing a good job raising them. Let me elaborate. Now, when I say make your kids scared of you, I'm not talking about like beating them or no kind of bullshit like that, but just making sure that your kids understand consequences. Their consequences are real. That's the fear that I'm talking about. Growing up, I think what kept me out of trouble the most and what made me not follow people that were, getting into gangs, drugs, violence, all that other bullshit was because I feared my mother more than anything else in this world because she let me know from a young age, all the way up until being a grown ass man, that there are consequences for your actions. And sometimes those consequences are very, very bad. So whenever my friends would be getting into like some crazy shit growing up, in the back of my mind was that fear of my mom. Not because my mom was like beating me or nothing crazy like that. It was the fear of what I knew my mom was capable of
I
that
love this.
kept me out of trouble as a kid.
I
And
love
that,
this.
to me, I thank her for that all the time because had I not, I done have friends that died, that done, killed other people and ended up, throwing their life away behind nonsense. And me, because I was so scared of my mother, I just stayed away from all of that.
You know what? Your kids need to fear you. I'm not saying that you need to beat your kids all the time for every little thing, but your kids need to fear you and understand what you are capable of. Reason why we got these kids that's lost, reason why we got these kids that's so opinionated or doing things they don't care, cussing out their parents, shooting up schools, is because they are not scared of their parents. Do I believe in whooping your kids? Yes. Do I believe in overly whooping your kids and doing all these crazy things because your kids for every single thing? No, that is called abuse. But I do believe that you have to tell your kids and show your kids that for whatever bad thing you do, there is a consequence. As a parent, just because you have your kids and you send them to school does not mean you stop teaching them. You have to teach them about real life. Why do we have these kids in Chicago beating up people, jumping people? Because they do not fear their parents. Their parents did not show them what they are capable of. So this is why you have police beating up kids. This is why you have people saying we should just tell them, hey, let's change the age to 15 to send the kids to school. It's because the parents aren't parenting. We have a weak parents coming up. We have parents that are looking at their kids and they're trying to make them their best friend, but they're not trying to discipline their kids and they're not trying to teach them what's right and wrong. Hence, this reason why we have these kids who want to be socialists and everything's been given to them is because they don't understand consequences. They don't understand if I do this wrong, it's okay. My mom said it's cool. I can just learn my lesson and get on. No, no. You have to understand and you have to tell your kids about consequences. A lot of parents that I see are just weak. Their kids run all over them. But then those same kids around me, they know what's up. They know I don't play around. You can hang around with my kids and do all this stuff, but that behavior you got with your parents don't fly with me. This is the reason why I don't like a lot of being around a lot of other kids, especially with parents that have bad parenting skills. Because I don't want to have to check your kid and you're going to feel a certain type of way. See, as parents, our job is to teach our kids and get our kids ready for the real world. How are you getting your child ready for the real world when you tell them, it's okay, it's fine, don't worry about it, I'll do everything for you? We are the part of the reasons as these parents that are growing these kids and teaching these kids, you are the reason why these kids are weak. You're the reason why these kids want their handout. You're the reason why that these kids are acting so damn bad because they don't understand the consequences. They don't understand if I do this wrong, I'm going to get my butt whooped. I'm going to get grounded. I'm going to get stuff taken away. They don't understand that. So this is why you have these kids are becoming hoodlums because they think everybody's supposed to give stuff to them and they can't do no wrong. Newsflash, police. They will tell them, if you don't discipline your child, the police will. If you don't discipline your child, there'll be another kid out there that don't play around and it's gonna kill your child. If your child keep bullying people and you don't correct that, that's how those kids get shot at school shootings. This is the reason why we have kids out there that get bullied and that are good kids and they turn bad. They want to kill everybody. It's because they've been bullied by kids like yours that you don't tell them that's not bad. That's not good. I'm gonna whoop you. I'm gonna put you in your place so you don't do this to people. I always tell my daughters, be kind to everybody because you never know what people are going through. A lot of y'all came and do that. Oh, it's okay. He's just learning himself. Oh, it's okay. No, consequences. He gonna learn himself by me doing what I need to do to discipline him. I don't know what it is about today's parent. It's like you guys are scared to discipline your kids. You're scared to be the enemy. Look, newsflash, you were not created on this earth and you did not create this child to have a best friend. Your best friend should be your spouse. Your kids should understand that, look, I love you, but there are lines that you cannot cross. If you do, I have to teach you what a consequence is, whether that's through a whooping, whether that's through taking stuff, there has to be some type of consequence. When I grew up, I feared my parents. I feared my mom and I feared my dad. I feared them because I knew what they were capable of. I've been through tough situations where I understood, you know what? I'm not going to join a gang. I'm not going to go out there shooting people. I'm not going to go out there doing dumb things. Because I'm not scared of the police. I'm scared of my parents. See, your kids are not even scared of you. Hence, they think they're not scared of the police. They're better than the police because they know they dominated you. When your kids come up and they growing up, it's like a pecking order. You have to let them know what's up from the jump. Just because they taller than you or just because they getting tall, just because they getting a little stronger, you still got to check your kid. Because your kids need to know the pecking order in the family. And they need to understand what a consequence is. Am I telling you to beat your kids all the time? No. But if your kid keep doing the same thing over and over, you got to do what you got to do to get the message across. Because if you don't, the world will. Somebody will punk your kid, beat your kid up because they keep talking reckless. Somebody will put your kid in jail. Somebody will kill your kid. I hate to say it, that's the type of world we're living in. Some of these kids ain't playing around with that. You letting your kid slide because you think it's cute. Some of these other kids in this society that we living in, they not playing around with that. But the reason why we got these kids that's so jacked up mentally, I'm a boy, but I'm gonna be a girl. And it's the parents say, oh, it's okay. No, consequences. That's not how we roll. You don't have no ethics. You don't have no morals. You let your kids do whatever they want to do because they're cute. Then they grow up to be adults. Then they grow up to be lost. They have no structure. Put your kids in a structured environment to let them know how life is going to be because one day you're not going to be there. One day it's just going to be them. What do they have to fall back on? What are they going to be teaching their generation? Have your kids fear you because they need to understand what you're capable of. You are the ones that's put in their lives to make sure they stay on the straight line. If they fall off, your job is to correct them, to get them back in line. That is our jobs as parents. If you don't want to do that, then just don't be a parent. See, you guys get all caught up in wanting to be cool with them. Oh, this is my friend. Oh, I love them so much. Yeah, we best friends because you grew up with no friends. Like you hurting the child, your damn self. But the number one message that I want to tell you that when you do have kids, I'm not saying beat your kids. I'm not saying don't have a relationship with your kids outside of discipline and structure. I'm just saying that your job and your responsibility is to make sure you have that structure and that discipline. That comes with being a parent. You are setting your kids up, whether that's for success or for failure. If they don't learn it from you, they will learn it in life. So if that kid has not learned that lesson with you by living with you for a minimum of 18 years, if they don't understand what a consequence is, they're gonna have a tough life. Then they're gonna look back at you and be like, dang. I like my kids. I tell my kids, don't be scared to be different. If you want to do the right thing and you know this is the right thing and they doing the wrong thing, do the right thing. But my kids also know in the back of their mind that my parents don't play around. We've given our kids common sense by discipline and giving them structure. This is why we have the generation of people raising the kids. Just look at your kids and think, do you think that your kids can survive without you? Do you think your kids have the morals and the ethical standards of themselves that they got from you to be able to survive in the world? If your answer is no, then you need to change your parenting style and you need to get your kids in line. Because these are the same kids that can change over the country from red to blue. These are the same kids that want the government to give them everything because you did that same energy for them. We have to wake up as parents. We have to wake up as parents. But let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, I appreciate your support. And always, I don't care what nobody says. We're going to keep this thing rocking.